Mia Parker sat in her car, gripping the steering wheel so tightly that her knuckles turned white. She had just walked out of the hospital, where she had worked for nearly 10 years. Laid off. Budget cuts, they said. No warning. No severance. Just a weak apology and a folder with her final paycheck. The air outside was crisp, but her mind burned with frustration. What was she going to do now? Being a nurse wasn't just a job, it was who she was. As she drove home, fighting back tears, she spotted something unusual. On the side of the road, a man slumped over near a bus stop, his body limp. Instinct took over. She pulled over, jumped out, and rushed to his side. "Sir, can you hear me?" she asked, shaking his shoulder. No response. His breathing was shallow, his pulse weak. Heart attack. Without hesitation, Mia dropped to her knees and began CPR. Each compression was desperate, yet precise, years of training guiding her hands. A small crowd formed. Someone called 911, but Mia didn't stop. "Come on, stay with me," she whispered between compressions. After what felt like an eternity, the man gasped sharply, his eyes fluttering open. Relief flooded her body as the ambulance arrived. One of the paramedics, a young woman, recognized her. "Mia, what are you doing here?" "Saving a life," Mia said simply, brushing her hair back with a shaking hand. As the man was loaded into the ambulance, he weakly grabbed her wrist. His eyes, now filled with life, locked onto hers. "You saved me," he murmured. Mia smiled gently. "It's what I do." The next morning, Mia woke up to the sound of her doorbell ringing. She shuffled to the door, still groggy from last night's exhaustion. When she opened it, she froze. For gleaming luxury cars, two black Rolls-Royces, a Bentley, and a sleek Aston Martin were parked outside her modest home. And standing beside them, dressed in an expensive suit, was the man she had saved. "Mia Parker?" he asked, smiling warmly. She hesitated. "Yes, I'm Richard Langford. Yesterday, you saved my life. I don't know if you recognize me, but—" Her eyes widened. Of course she knew that name. Richard Langford, billionaire philanthropist, owner of multiple hospitals across the country. "I spent all night thinking about how I could ever repay you," he continued. "Then I heard what happened at your hospital. It's outrageous that someone like you was let go. So I'd like to make you an offer." Mia's heart pounded. "What kind of offer?" He gestured toward the cars. "These aren't just here for show. One of them is yours, a small token of appreciation. But more importantly, I want you to come work for me. Not just as a nurse, but as the head of a new initiative I'm funding. A foundation dedicated to providing medical care to those in need, regardless of their ability to pay." Mia's breath caught in her throat. "Are you serious?" "As serious as the second chance you gave me," he said, his eyes sincere. Tears welled up in her eyes. But this time, they weren't from sadness. She had lost her job, her security, her purpose, only to find something even greater. With a trembling smile, she nodded. "I'd love to." Richard grinned. "Then welcome to the team, Mia." As she looked at the luxury cars, at the man whose life she had saved, at the new path unfolding before her, she realized something. Sometimes life's cruelest setbacks are just hidden detours, leading to something extraordinary. Moral of the story: acts of kindness have a way of coming back in ways we never expect. When you give selflessly, the universe finds a way to return it tenfold.